this, a year and a month ago today, my beautiful wife gave birth to a beautiful baby boy. Can we clap it up? I'm finally an uncle, all right, guys? I'm finally an uncle. We'll see how that works out. It's great. I love being a parent. Any other parents in the house? Any other parents? Oh my God, clap it up for them. God bless you. It's so difficult. Like, I remember I had a kid. No one told me how hard breastfeeding would be, all right? Like, my kid would not latch no matter how hard I tried. You know what I mean? No matter how hard, get in there. Never enough breast milk for my coffee. Boom, hate it. I also just learned what a blowout is. You guys know what a blowout is? I thought it was a hair thing. Turns out, it still can be, all right? Depending on how aggressive the blowout is. Boom, in my face. But it's wild. I've been having a great time, you know what I mean? Like a lot of diapers, a lot of crying, and I'm not gonna get started on him, but it's been a good time. It's been a good time. What's wild about it is your life completely changes when you have a kid. Like, comedy was everything for me. I loved comedy so much. Then I met my wife, and I'm like, she's now the priority, and she's the thing I love, and she's the most important thing. Then we had a kid, and I'm like, lady, get out of the way, all right? This kid, he's the most important thing. And then I discovered online gambling. And let me tell you, that, my friends, has been the funnest yet. I love it, absolutely. I did some gambling downstairs, pretty fun. I won $50 at blackjack. Not bad. I only put 40 grand on the table, all right? So get some merch after. That would be wonderful. I would love that. It is kind of a money drain having a kid. Get this, I didn't have any babysitting going on, so my mother-in-law offered to babysit, babysat, and then asked for gas money. Can you believe that? She asked for gas money. I'm like, you walked here, all right? I don't understand. From your room. Thanks for letting us live in the basement. Is dinner ready yet? No? All right, we're back in here. I'll see you later. It's beautiful. But I love my family very much, man. They're so great. I love my wife. She's my first wife. Hopefully last, all right? Hopefully only wife. It's pretty good. We love each other so much. I recently got her a fun gift. Anyone want to guess what kind of gift I got her? Shout it out, shout it out. I got her matching toothbrushes. Isn't that cute? Little matching toothbrushes. She hated it. She was like, Eric, why would you buy us toothbrushes from Goodwill? I was like, babe, I thought it was charming. I thought it was charming. It's great. She is the first woman I've ever lived with, which is really tough. Like, I didn't know how hard it would be to live with a woman, because I didn't realize you move in with a beautiful lady, you inherit like 8 types of shampoo. Did you guys know this? I don't know if you can tell, I'm not a man who needs any shampoo, all right? This is not economical. I remember when I was living alone, I didn't have shampoo, body wash. You know what I had? 1 bar of soap. All right, that's all you need, 1 bar of soap. It was great. And it was wild because it wasn't even like one brand, it was 1 bar. You know what I mean? I had it for 30 years. My dad gave it to me, his dad gave it to him. My grandfather forged it in the Irish Springs of Manila. You know what I'm talking about? It was great. I wouldn't even take real showers. I would just stand there and wash one area till, boom. Oh, okay, boom, awesome. There you go. I love it. I love it. It's wild, man. I think it's weird moving in with a lady because you gotta adapt to certain things. Like, I thought she would love the same types of TV shows. She doesn't. Like, I love horror movies. You guys like scary movies? They're great. They help with my constipation. They're wonderful. She does not like horror movies, all right? And I don't get it because I'm like, babe, you don't want to watch this movie with me because you think it's too scary, but you will listen to a 9-episode true crime podcast where a lady kills her husband in the woods, all right? Like, stop taking notes, put down the spoon, all right? That would be wonderful. I love it, absolutely love it. She met me at a weird time in my life. What was weird is that we get married and we sleep next to each other every night. It's my favorite thing. She sleeps on her side of the bed. I sleep on the edge. You know what I mean? It's great, it's wonderful. But I got diagnosed with IBS like right when we got married, which is really annoying. I don't know if you know anyone with IBS. If you do, give them a hug, all right? Just not too hard, all right? Not too hard. Not till we explode. Boom, I hate it. I feel like it's annoying because like we sleep together every night and I get married to her, we sleep in the same bed, and now I have to poop like 4 or 5 times a night, and it's so embarrassing. It's gotten to the point where she's like, Eric, use the bathroom. You know what I'm talking about? I have to stay comfortable where I am. I'm not gonna move. Boom, there we go. I'm sleeping. There we go, I love it. I love it. She is the best though, she's wonderful. We live in a little town called Anaheim. You guys know Anaheim, California. A lot of people call it Anacrime, which is adorable, you know what I mean? Like, I bought a mortgage, this is where I might get stabbed. All right, this is gonna be wonderful. I do like Anaheim, but it is a little dangerous. A few months ago, someone got shot outside of our home, and I was freaking out, because it was the first time I've ever used a gun. All right, guys? I was like, that is not my DoorDash order. Pew! No utensils. Get out of town. What's going on? But it's cool. I like it. I feel like she's a little sketched out about it. She told me we should get a gun, and I'm like, I don't want to buy a gun. I remember when I was 14, I had a really traumatic experience. When I was 14, I remember I went hunting. All right, it was the first time I used a gun. I went hunting. I tried to shoot a rabbit, and accidentally hit the magician, and that was the worst birthday party I've ever been to. Absolutely, absolutely. I do like Anaheim, though. It's a fun place. It's great depending what you want to do. You know what I mean? You like Disneyland, move to Anaheim. If you like good bars, good restaurants, move to Anaheim. If you just want to be a bum, move to Desert Hot Springs. All right, that is a bummier town. A bummier town. Smell great. I love it. It's amazing. I feel like everyone hears Anaheim and they think of Disneyland. They're like, oh, Disneyland. I love Disneyland. I used to work at Disneyland. I worked on a water ride. You guys want to guess what water ride I worked on? Shout it out. I worked on Pirates. Do you guys say Pirates of the Caribbean or Pirates of the Caribbean? They're like neither. We say Six Flags, baby. All right, let's go. Ride some coasters. I liked riding Pirates of the Caribbean. It was fun. I just feel like it was like a weird ride because it's a water ride. You know what I mean? Because you ride it and then you're wet all day, which is also my old Tinder bio. What's crazy is I remember riding this ride, working on this ride when I was a teenager, and it was super fun, but I learned big people can't fit on the ride, which is horrible because it was made in the 60s before we knew about Korean barbecue. All right? I get it. It's amazing. But for me, it was weird because if someone was too big to fit on the ride, we would have to apologize to them and make it up to them by giving them a free meal voucher. All right? I don't know if that's okay, all right? It's like, can I check into this rehab? We're full. Want a shot? No, don't give me a shot. That's wild. I do like Disneyland, though. It's a fun little place. I try to go there as much as I can. We live pretty close to it. I feel like it's wild, man. My parents, they never liked Disneyland. I never went there growing up, so now I try to fill my life with it. I love my parents very much. They're amazing. My dad's Mexican. My mom is Filipino. Fun being Mexipino. Pretty exciting, pretty great. My wife, she's actually full Filipino, which makes our son Spanish. All right, so that's pretty fun. I enjoy that. But it's fun being Mexipino. I think it's really cool. My mom is from the Philippines. Because she's from the Philippines, her accent is very, very alive and very, very Filipino. Like, she does not talk English like we talk English. Instead of air conditioning, it was always the aircon, all right? Instead of refrigerator, it was always the Frigidaire. You know what I mean? Go the Frigidaire. Even like comedian, instead of comedian, she just says disappointment. You know what I mean? It's adorable. Really love her. She's a great lady. She's wonderful. Because of her accent, I feel like I kind of don't understand a lot of what she says. Last time I saw her, she asked me if I wanted to see the beach. And I'm like, hey, what do you say? She's like, we're going to go surfing. You want to see the beach? I'm like, Mom, I don't want to see Grandma right now. All right, please. She is very mean. Do not like it. Do not like it one bit. But she's the Filipino one. My dad's the Mexican one. It's fun being that Mexipino vibe, and it's fun that they even each other out. Like Filipinos, if you didn't know this, we go bald very early, all right? As a Filipino man, I started losing my hair in high school. Can you believe that? I started losing my hair in high school, which is horrible. But it works out, because since I'm half Mexican, by the time I was in kindergarten, I could grow a mustache. You know what I mean? It's pretty good. I like it. I love it. No one sees me and they're like, oh, you're Mexipino. I always get the weirdest things. I was in Florida, everyone thought I was Cuban. I'm like, oh, that's really cool, that's fun. Whenever I'm in the Northwest, I get like Samoan a lot, which is pretty cool. And even in California, I get homeless. You know what I mean? So it's a fun little mix. I'm a big fan. I feel like being Mexipino is really, really fun. It's really, really cool. You get stuck with some weird names, though. Like Filipinos, Latinos, they have some interesting names. On the Filipino side, get this. I got this Filipino uncle named Boy. All right? I got an Uncle Boy. How lazy were my grandparents? All right? I was like, here's a boy. What do you want to name him? Yes. Yeah, that works for me. I'm like, no, that's weird. What if we named every kid that way? Every time a kid was born, they were just named by what we saw. I would walk around being like, what's up? I'm handsome, baby boy. You know, I was like, hey, this is my wife. She's a beautiful baby girl. What's her name? This is my daughter. Her name is Premature. All right, little Premature. Very beautiful. Last but not least, here's my son, my very handsome son. His name is, why is he black? All right, I don't understand. Something is afoot. It's just junk. It's a foot long. Those are not my genes. Those are not my genes. Not at all. Even worse, I got a weird Latino last name. It's Escobar. And it's strange because y'all hear Escobar, and who do you think about? Pablo, yeah. And my whole life, everyone's like, oh, Escobar. Are you related to Pablo? Are you in a cartel? Are you in a gang? Doesn't really bother me, all right? Because they will be dealt with, all right? They will be dealt with. We'll take care of them. I still have family in Mexico, which is pretty cool. Supposed to visit them next week. I got a free flight to Mexico. Isn't that exciting? Free flight to Mexico. Hell yeah. I'm getting deported. But I don't know the cash and the miles. It's very interesting. Very interesting. I love my parents very much. They're really great. They're just, they're a little tough. Sometimes they say things and I'm like, oh, don't say that. The other day, my mom asked me if I was pro-gay people. I was like, what? She's like, are you pro-gay people? I'm like, Mom, I'm not even amateur gay people, all right? Like, I didn't know they formed a league, all right? Where do I audition? It's not a tryout, it's an audition. Jazz hands, baby. No audition, I'll do fantasy gay. Who am I gonna draft, all right? It'll be great, it'll be wonderful. My dad's a tough one. My dad says a lot of stuff and I gotta correct him, all right? One time my dad, he referred to me as Oriental, all right? I'm half Filipino and I'm like, Dad, it's 2025. We don't say Oriental, we just say like Asian American. You know what I'm talking about? One time he called me heavyset. He was like, Eric, you're looking heavyset. I'm like, Dad, it's 2025. We don't say heavyset, we say like plus size or extra sexy. You know what I'm talking about? I just let you go. But the thing that broke my heart is my dad got mad at me a while back. My father, my very own father, called me a baby. All right? He called me a big old baby. I'm like, Dad, that's not cool. It's 2025. We don't call people babies anymore. We call them Gen Z. All right? That is the new, oh, yeah, applause break. Oh, man. There's a boomer in the back. I like that joke. That is a good bit. I love it. But I do love my parents very much. They're of a different generation. Oh, millennial. I don't know if we got any millennials in here. Being a millennial's tough, all right? No one likes us. I get it. We're annoying. Have you talked to 33-year-olds? It's like you're talking to 33-year-olds, all right? We are very stressed and can't get a job. I'll tell you that much. Very, very difficult. But here's what I've realized. People don't like millennials who think we're weird, we're strange, and we are, but it's because we were the first ones who grew up with social media, the internet, iPhones, screwed us up, all right? Completely screwed us up. I can't do anything without my iPhone. I was taking a poop today, realized I did not bring my iPhone with me, started crying, all right? Started crying, freaked out, finished my business, and then I got out of the pool. And that was the second worst birthday party I've ever been to. Absolutely horrible, absolutely horrible. I'm always on my phone, man. I'm always on Instagram stories, you know, those Instagram stories, or like TikTok. I kind of like it and I don't like it, because here's what I like about it. You get to post things up for 24 hours. What I don't like about it is people don't have to like or comment, but you can see everyone who's been stalking all of your Instagram stories, which is annoying because James from high school has seen every single one of my Instagram stories and has never liked, never commented. It's weird, all right? I haven't even seen James since his funeral, so I don't know what's going on there, all right? That is very strange, very strange. I do have a very millennial job. I get to do comedy, I get to act, which is great. You may have seen me on some things. You may have seen me on like Last Comic Standing or Comedy Central or OnlyFans. You know what I mean? Good list of credits, pretty good. But what's weird is I've been getting a lot of auditions lately, and I feel like I'm a little typecast, because the only auditions I get are to be a cholo, all right? You can tell how tough I am by the way I say cholo, all right? I do not look or sound like a tough cholo. I look like a cholo who loves like hummus and early Blink-182, all right? That's my like level of tough. Like, I'm not gonna steal your wallet, but I might steal your heart. Where are you? You know what I mean? I can't find you. I've never been a tough guy, and it's really annoying. I've never had a tough sneeze. My dad, my uncles, they all sneeze like they're in a metal band, all right? Like, I don't know if you guys have heard this. It's like, rah, rah, rah. Is that a cough? Is that a sneeze? I don't know, but I'm scared. Bless you. There you go. I've never had a tough sneeze. I get sick. I walk around sounding like a Pokemon. You know what I mean? I'm just like, whoa. It's the cutest way to catch COVID. Absolutely, I love it. I wanted to be more tough, so I did something I never thought I would do my whole life. About a year ago, I was training to be a professional wrestler. Any wrestling fans in the house? You have any wrestling fans? Okay, just the bartender. Y'all are gonna hate this joke, all right? Just for him, all right? Just for him. I love wrestling, man. It's crazy because how old are you? Do you mind me asking? 28? All right, cool. I'm 35. I feel like between like your age and a little after my age, if you were a wrestling fan growing up, there were two guys and one of them was your favorite. You know what I mean? The first one was The Rock. Clap it up if you know The Rock. The Rock's great. He's wonderful. And if The Rock wasn't your favorite was Stone Cold Steve Austin. Give me a hell yeah. And you could always tell who liked who. You know what I mean? You look at someone, and if they like swagger, charisma, they like The Rock, and they like Stone Cold if they're white. You know what I mean? That's how I could tell who liked who. And for me, as a wrestling fan, it was so cool becoming a wrestler. Like, the first thing you need to do is find out what your finishing move is. My finishing move was I would get the guy's head and throw it into the mat. Some people call it an RKO. Some people call it a diamond cutter. My old boss called it a fireball offense. All right, so if anyone's hiring, let me know. I'll send you my CV and resume. There you go. I think that's how that works. I love it. I love being a wrestler, man. I had a couple matches. Last match I had was very traumatic. Did not like it because in that match, I'm wrestling with this guy. He decides to go off script and ends up legitimately headbutting me in the privates. Can you believe that? This guy gave me a real headbutt. Boom, right here. I'm freaking out. It's the first time I've seen anyone get a concussion. You know what I'm talking about, ladies? Boom, there you go. I love it. Absolutely love it. I do like acting though, man. It's fun. It's weird. I get to a lot of like auditions and stuff, which is really cool. I feel like a lot of auditions I get are different now compared to before the pandemic. Before the pandemic, if you got an audition, they would tell you where it was. You would go there. You would take off your pants. It was great. It was wonderful. I loved it. But now when you get an audition, they do these things called self-tapes. And what self-tapes are is you actually record yourself doing part of the script, you email it back, hopefully they get you the TV show, the movie. So I got a couple self-tapes due tomorrow. I'm wondering if I could try some of them tonight. Is that okay? Can I try some of these? Cool, they're very simple, they're very easy. The first one they gave me was the pregnant plumber. All right, I got to be the pregnant plumber. So let me show what I got for that. All right, let me know if you like it. It was a pregnant plumber. Here we go, pregnant plumber, pregnant plumber, pregnant plumber. Here we go, pregnant plumber. My water broke. All right, this next one, it's pretty good. All right, I like it. This next one's pretty fun. All they gave me was an evil villain. So you're showing my most evil villain. All right, guys, evil villain. Here we go. Evil villain, evil villain, evil villain, evil villain, evil villain, evil villain. I cannot wait to be your mother-in-law. All right, this last one, ooh, hit a little too hard over here somewhere. Hit a little too hard. No, I'm gonna hit that. This last one is pretty fun. All they gave me was world's handsomest man with the world's most beautiful smile. All right, world's handsomest man with the world's most beautiful smile. Let me show you what I got. All right, let me show you what I got. Handsome man, beautiful smile. Handsome man, beautiful smile. Hello, my name is Adam. You know, it's right over there. Most beautiful nod. I should have said nod because you've been nodding a storm. I love it. Now he's like, I didn't like that. You don't single me out. It's fine. It's cool, man. Acting's really cool. I've had a lot of weird jobs, and I think that's why I like doing stand-up so much. It's pretty fun. Like a lot of weird jobs I have been horrible. The last job I had, I actually got fired for falling asleep at work. Has anyone ever gotten fired for falling asleep at work? It is so embarrassing. I woke up, I got 0 stars from my Uber passengers. All right, they did not like that one bit. They didn't like it one bit. I've had a lot of weird jobs. One weird job I had is I used to teach improv to kids who were in juvenile hall, which was great. I loved it. Because if you're like a 16-year-old murderer, the one thing you want in your life is some jazz hands. All right? Musical theater, baby. That's the best. But I remember teaching all these improv workshops, all these kids who were incarcerated. It was great. But one time, I remember teaching a workshop, and I was like, guys, we're going to do an improv scene. Can I get a suggestion to support this improv scene? And this kid, all the way in the back, just yells out, peanut butter jelly sandwich. And out of nowhere, the whole place starts rioting. I don't know what's going on. A security guard pulls me from the side, and he's like, didn't you know? Peanut butter jelly sandwich is underground gang talk for we're about to shank someone. No, that is not common knowledge, all right, guys? Like, I've never been in a situation where it's been like, can I have half of your PB&J? Oh, yeah, sure. Why'd you do that? I warned you. No, all right, that's a weird situation. My mom, she always wanted me to be a nurse. That was her thing. She's like, here, you got to be a nurse. She's Filipino. She's a nurse. The same thing. And I was like, hey, Mom, I don't want to be a nurse, but give me some nurse advice. What should I do to protect myself, protect others? And she always told me something that I thought was really cool. I'm going to share with you guys. Did you know if you see someone who needs medical attention and they are unconscious, you can help them, all right? Be a good person. But did you know if you see someone who needs medical attention and they're still aware and conscious, you have to go up to them and ask them for consent to help if they're conscious, or if anything goes wrong, they can do what? They can sue you, which is wild. Because now if I see someone who needs medical attention and they're out, they're just kind of, they don't know what's going on, but they're still like conscious and aware, like I got to go up to them and choke them out. You know what I mean? There you go. I can finally help you. There you go. Beautiful. I love it. You guys are fun. You guys are a really fun crowd. I love it. But yeah, Mom's a nurse. It's pretty cool. She's really great. She's really wonderful. I've actually had, we live in Anaheim, and we live right next to a hospital. And you think it'd be a safer place next to Disneyland, but it's kind of a weird place. It's a little dangerous, I would say, a danger in my area. Like I'll tell you this. I remember someone actually threatened me on the street near where we live. And they were like, hey man, I'm gonna follow to your house and I'm gonna shoot you. You believe that? Sometimes I'm going to follow your house, I'm going to shoot you. I'm like, oh my God, you think I live in a house? Oh man, it's a condo at best, all right? It's a big apartment. Thank you, I appreciate it. There's a fun game I like to play in my neighborhood. It's pretty cool. I like to call it homeless or hipster. It's a fun little thing. You guys can do that. This is how you play it. If they're like, I don't know, like in an alley doing drugs, they're probably homeless. If they're like at a cool coffee shop with like their little computer, they're probably a hipster. If they got a big old beard and they're pushing around a grocery cart full of empty PBR cans. I don't know. All right, that one goes either way. Maybe both. But I love my wife so much. I like our little home. I like where we live. I've had a lot of bad exes. Clap it up if you've ever had a crazy ex. Who's had a crazy ex in here? Anyone? All right, few people. If you're not clapping, you were the crazy ex. All right, so I would say clap, or it's you. My current partner is the best. My last partner was horrible. I'm trying to say partner more. Everyone's like, oh, do you say partner to be woke? No, I say it because it confuses my grandparents. All right, they don't know what I'm talking about. Married a detective? Sure, yes, she has a badge. It's great. But I remember when I was dating my ex, it was a wild relationship. It was a really wild relationship. Like, she would want to be intimate at least 4 times a day. You know what I mean? And if I was lucky, one of those times would be with me. All right, so what a hoe. What's a hoe? What a hoe. She was really jealous because she was actually black, Latina, and angry all the time, all right? Which is a beautiful mix. But I used to date a lot of Asian women, and she knew that. She was very insecure about it. Whenever we were walking around, we were outside, if we saw an Asian person, she'd always be like, Eric, do you think they're more attractive than me? Do you think they're hotter than me? And I'll be like, can you not talk that way about my Uncle Boy? All right, he is a good guy. He's very attractive, but don't you worry, baby. Don't you worry. That relationship was wild. Like, I just remember our lives were going in just very different directions, all right? Like, she currently makes 6 figures a year as an engineer, all right? Very impressive, very impressive. My last paycheck was a bag of weed for telling poop jokes in Beaumont, all right? Like, I don't know how you put that on your taxes, you know what I mean? Do we need like a W-420? What's going on? I don't know. Let's see. You guys got it? Let's see. I remember we broke up. It was really tough because we broke up and I was so depressed. I started drinking a lot more. I remember one night after we broke up, I was so drunk. I just went back to my apartment, opened up my laptop, went on Internet Explorer, ended up on a site called Cosmopolitan. I don't know if you guys know this Cosmopolitan site. It's mainly for the ladies. That's what I want to explain. I was really drunk, all right? Because it's really embarrassing as a man to still use Internet Explorer. And I remember there's this really cute article. It was all about what cuddling means in a relationship. Like, did you know if you're cuddling with a significant other and you're a man and they're a woman and the woman is the one who like lies on her back at night and the man is the one holding her, spooning her, loving her, it means the woman has a higher status in the relationship. which is very interesting. The next one was the opposite, but I thought it was really cute because it's how I cuddle, is the one where the guy is on his back and the girl just isn't there. All right? So that's really very adorable. She's in the bathroom. It's fine. It's been 12 hours and 14 days. What's going on? Where are you, my love? Where are you? It's cool though, man. I remember, I don't know, just like we broke up and I thought I was like so sad. I didn't know what we were going to do. And then I meet my amazing partner, which is the best thing in the whole world. And I'm really grateful for her. I love her so much. It's absolutely amazing. But it's weird because we have a kid now and we can't like party hardy like we used to. You know what I mean? Like I remember before I would like drink it up all the time and it was great. But like I can't really like drink anymore, all right? Because last time I got so drunk, I got so drunk, I actually spent about 3 hours looking for my car keys and I don't even drive, all right? So I don't even know what I was looking for. I was like, what's going on? It's great. I stopped partying so hard. I remember the last big like thing I did before we had the kid is I tried a little drug called Molly. I don't know if you guys know this Molly drug. Don't do it. If you haven't done it, don't do it, all right? I remember I took it. I tripped out so hard, I didn't even realize my little brother walked in the room and he took some. Can you believe that? Kid took some. Scariest thing to ever happen to me as an only child. All right, guys, that was some good stuff. Thank you. All right, beautiful. I love it.